like the music volume and stuff, but we'll see. Oh wait, I forgot to do the. Oh wait, no, it's the wrong one. Okay, there it is. We'll find out.
Alright, I'm gonna put it on my Instagram and stuff as well. Get all the champions. Is that is that on the screen right now?
I was talking to a friend, because we were talking about the name Bo, and I was saying that I always, whenever I hear that name, I have like a very specific kind of person that I imagine, whose name is Bo, and so that's Bo.
That's Bo.
I probably know like 18 people that look just like this.
All called Bo.
Computer, post the link.
The link is out on the stranger account. Yeah, James, you've put that out. Delightful. I'm gonna put it on my story.
You can also put it in the actually, no, I'll put it in the that one Discord server.
Soul Castle says, "Hey guys, it's Soul Castle. I'm very excited to be here." I think we're all excited for Soul Castle to be here with us, aren't we, folks?
That's true.
Yeah.
Google Chrome isn't working. I can't tweet. Hold on.
Google Chrome's not working.
It's falling apart.
It's falling apart at the seams.
This happens often. I find that the worst websites to use on Google Chrome are those those fan wikis. For whatever reason, they just like eat up like all the juice in your computer, and it literally like makes everything fall apart. And I don't know what that is. I don't know why they did that.
GCing.com is what all those fan wikis are hosted on.
all the cookies. It's like you just have like
the Cookie Monster.
Yeah. But it's like terrible. It's like the anti-Cookie Monster.
The anti-Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster Bizarro, yeah, that's the.
Whoa. It's a scary concept.
Are we live? Are we actually live now? Is that what's happening?
We are live right now, everyone can
I
hear you.
reckon.
Hello.
On my end, the stream is live at least.
It might be a little choppy. We don't know.
I'm just looking at Bo at the moment. I'm enjoying. He's watching over me.
Oh, okay.
Currently just scrolling Twitter, waiting for folks to enter into our realm. Looking at that cool GIF of Kong talking to the other Kong, and the other Kong is all upset.
He fucking.
And Kong does something horrible to that.
He does something horrible.
He does something uncouth to the other Kong.
That was a little bit evil of him to wipe him out like that.
I guess we're just doing this at award shows now. I guess this is not. this is what kaiju are doing to each other now, I guess.
Kong is banned from the center of the earth. Trying to do this on this rinky-dink little phone. Because the Google Chrome has failed me.
You call it Poo Poo Chrome.
Poo Poo Chrome.
They should rename it to that, to be fair.
Oh no.
You can make a little like a thing they do for Star Wars, where like all the letters and whatever like fly around because it's like the forest. They should do a version of that, but it's just disgusting. It's just it's just messed up. You just can't do that.
It's just messed up. It's twisted. I was thinking like the Google Chrome logo, but it's like a soft serve poopy sort of thing, but it's with the colors of the Google Chrome logo, right?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah. Dunno.
Well,
Just-
we put in mind there, I suppose.
Yeah,
Right?
the twisted mind of me.
Well, let me look at the lovable chat.
Guys, Clark Kent is the stranger. It's obvious if you take off his glasses. Shit. Did one of us send the Google Doc to this guy? I didn't know that.
I remember the
Guess
last
we gotta rewrite the whole thing now.
the last
It's
stream
not
I
cancelled.
the last stream I did, I like showed everything accidentally. I had the wrong window
Oh,
open.
mate.
Might have done
He projected it onto like a skyscraper.
it.
The whole strip. Millions of people saw it.
I accidentally sent it to
Oh,
every
well.
phone in America. My bad.
Amber Alert, the strangest script, everyone. Someone shut this Tom guy up.
Can we kill this guy?
Can we kill this guy? Yeah, guys, tuck him in and give him warm cookies and milk.
Go too far.
Also, Soul
okay, we don't
Castle.
need
I
an evil
use
character.
I use Fire Alpaca, the free Well, I use Fire Alpaca and sometimes I jump over to Club Studio. Depends. But for characters like this bow, this lovable bow, that's a Fire Alpaca original.
Miles Morales original. Is that like an image of like the end of like Spider-Man 2 where he shows up in the Miles Morales original, but he's like wearing like denim overalls and has like a straw coming out of his mouth and like a straw hat? That'd be so sick.
I'll be real. I'm gonna kill Bo slightly. Well, actually not slightly, but like over time. I'm gonna like. This is like when Yoda dies in Star Wars.
Yeah.
The film.
Oh man, I'm gonna keep an eye on the streams. Yeah, when he Bo's 900 years old.
Oh my god, he looks actually so fucked up. When he's all like. Oh wait, this is on a different layer. Wait, what the fuck is happening? Oh, I didn't merge the layers. That actually freaked me out. His face was getting like redder progressively. It was really scaring me.
He's getting embarrassed.
It looked like he was like overheating. I got scared.
He didn't bring his sun cream with him.
I
I was thinking about this the other day that I definitely wouldn't survive on Arrakis. I wouldn't have any factor 50 sun cream and I'd die.
Mhm.
Yeah. How did
I mean-
Fade Ruth? What's his name?
Fade Refugee, yeah.
Yeah. How did he get through?
I don't know how he did it. Yeah, like, how did none of the Harkonnens need sun cream? As far as at least they didn't mention it.
I feel like I would
Everything's-
die of like eating sand, like eating too much sand.
He's too hungry.
I couldn't help it.
It's like it's got all the spice in it. You'd be seeing futures and such. Holy wars.
Yeah, you wouldn't look where you're going, and then you just walk right into a sandworm. That's what would be the end of
God damn. Sad. It's a sad tale. Maybe like take a look at some of the suggestions that we got of who to
you. Yeah. some
cross them
good
over.
ones.
Yeah, we got a couple. We got a couple.
Yay! We can
I
do
like
this.
the comment on your post, Devlin, that was like, just some guy just immediately saw the blue background and just went Wizard. Like and then he commented saying like, sorry, it was an initial like, knee-jerk, like overwhelming reaction to say Weezer. Fair enough. Can you draw the stranger mewing? I could do that.
Oh yeah.
If, you wanna?
No, you can take it.
You
I
wanna-
was I was
Yeah,
literally
I'll
the
take
second I
that.
saw it, I just silently started moving, but it's but I think you
I
should
can
do
give it a
it.
crack as well if you want. But yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Everyone has been wanting mewing art from you personally, so
Yeah,
this might be their opportunity.
this is my big comeback. I almost just googled mewing stranger. Like that was my shot of anything.
Can I see that one panel where the stranger's mewing?
Yeah, okay, Google. Yeah, Jarvis. With the stranger mewing.
It's gonna be interesting how you draw a character with a mask on mewing. Like,
We're about to find out, aren't we?
yeah. Bloody hell. My Apple Pencil needs charging.
Jesus Christ, you did not come prepared, brother.
I did not come prepared now. I'm out of it. Switch over to clip putting you guys in the
Clip
clip
realm.
realm.
That's alright, you can join. There's room for us all.
Yay!
Yeah, yeah.
If you back the Kickstarter during the stream, what awards are pressure viewers with? What should the prize be?
I don't know. You got any ideas?
I think maybe we could like draw them kissing the stranger or something.
Your character is so shit. I was gonna say I could sing them a song.
That's good
Like,
too.
That'd be good. Yeah, freestyle rap from you.
Okay, I'll do a freestyle rap. I'll find a beat, and I'll do it. Then we won't be able to hear the beat on the stream, so it'll just be me rapping to nothing. I'll do a little limerick. How about that's like rapping? I'll make a limerick for you if you back the stranger during this stream.
You're setting a very high
And
bar.
you have to send like timestamps and receipts and everything. You can't lie. We
Don't lie. If
we
you
need to
lie,
make
then I'll
sure
be
it's
upset.
we need to make sure it is during the stream. If it's right after, you won't even. I don't want to
We won't
say
acknowledge it.
we won't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
You do not exist.
We're gonna if you back it after the stream, I'll actually refund the refund the back. It's the only time you're allowed to give us money.
Just curious, what was the development process like in designing the stranger? How did you come up on the stranger's final design? That's a brilliant question.
You actually have an answer to that
actually-
too.
We already answered that. Yeah. So, me and Tom, we were sort of like kind of. We sort of wrote the comic together, and we were kind of like coming up with different ideas for like how the character could look, and we had like a few different kind of like main specific areas that we needed to sort of like hit with the design. And so what we did was we kind of like did a little like we're actually posting this at some point during the next few weeks, so you can sort of see some of the really early sketches.
Yeah, follow the stranger on Twitter for that.
True.
Yes,
see some early
the
sketches.
stranger _KS is the Twitter handle. But yeah, so it needed to be like noir, it needed to be intimidating, and it needed to be somewhat kind of like masking of the kind of like the kind of character itself, you know what I mean? So we ended up doing like kind of designs based on each of those ideas. And then what we ended up doing was we kind of like brought all of them together into the final design. And so yeah, we're going to be tweaking that out within the next, I think maybe next week or something like that, so you can check it out. And I think yeah, like we could have like you did like 4 different designs, right, Tom? And then I did like 4 designs. And then yeah, we just kind of like taken those different parts from it. I recommend it as a way to design characters. I've never done it like that before, but I think that like yeah, especially when it's a character that has to have a very specific design that will kind of like fit a certain kind of genre or a certain kind of vibe and tone. It's a good way to kind of like put them all together. And then yeah, we got in touch with Devlin, and he just kind of like did a brilliant version of the character that kind of just like it just totally got what we were going for with it. And I think I'm assuming Devlin, you probably kind of like tweaked a few like sort of some like elements here and there when you were doing sort of your initial sketches.
Yeah, a little bit. I can't remember specifically if I made any really big changes. A lot of it's just kind of adjusting it to my style, I
Yeah.
guess. But yeah, it was
Yeah, pretty
fun.
much. Yeah.
I mean, you put the identity of the stranger on their chest. If you zoom in really far,
That
you
was
can
the
actually
one
see the
thing.
name.
Every image of it's like 50% or like 15% opacity if you look hard enough.
Yeah.
Mhm. uh, yeah, and then we also, yeah, for eagle-eyed viewers checking out the Kickstarter, you'll see that there are actually two different designs of the stranger that appear in the preview. One in 1953, and then another one slightly differently in the modern day. So if you go
Yeah,
back and check out,
play some spot the difference if you'd like.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
And see like the differences between how the stranger looks in the 50s versus the 70s.
Yeah, because when we were doing designs, we sort of like looked at like characters that appeared like comic characters that appeared in the 40s versus like characters that like kind of like turned up in the 70s, and yeah, like kind of adapted the costume based on those two different kind of eras of comic characters. So yeah, it was a very fun design process. So very good question. Thanks for asking. Still Castle Productions.
Yeah, it was a fun process. I mean, the whole making the whole book was like a fun process, really. Like I feel like because we've done a bunch of stuff together before, James, but like I feel like this one just came out very very quickly, very cleanly. Like we kind of agreed on a lot. There's been a couple points of contention that we've had where we didn't immediately agree with each other. But like I feel like whenever that happens, like I think the story comes out better for it. Because if it's like I really feel like this needs changing, and it's like why, and it's like if if you can feel it, then there's a reason for it. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been good, and I'm very excited for everyone to see it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it was good because yeah, like I think like you had the initial sort of idea, and I remember just becoming obsessed with it and thinking like that's so cool. You need to do that, and you were like maybe later, and I was like no, you have to do it. And then I think we just ended up like.
You asked me if you could buy the idea off of me.
I actually did, yes, yeah. Because
And
I
I
was
said
no,
like,
this is too good not to do, you know.
yeah, I remember saying like, look, if you're that serious, then we'll do it together. But like, not selling the idea.
Badgered him into it, yeah. But, and then ended up with this brilliant comic that I think is very neat. But yeah, I think we were on the same wavelength in terms of the kind of influences we were bringing in to stuff, and I think yeah, like kind of ended up being a very fun because I'm really obsessed with like murder mysteries. And I think kind of just putting that in the superhero genre, it's been done before, obviously, but I think we found a pretty unique angle on it. So yeah, and then Devlin came along and knocked it out of the park really with the art and the designs and everything. So yeah, couldn't be happier with how it's all come together.
Kind of a surrogate mother in the form of Devlin. We couldn't bring it to life on our own, but through Devlin, anything is possible. So
Congratulations,
yeah.
It's a very blessed feeling.
Mistakes into miracles.
Yeah, no, it's true. That is all true. It is super fun, coming in, especially since it was so developed. I think around the time that I came on board, that really made it kind of funner because it wasn't as there is some fun to kind of going in half cocked and just making stuff up, but I think having like a really strong foundation for the series and for the world and everything made it very easy to uh, just like help create stuff for it. So yeah, it was very cool. It was fun doing the first 6 pages, and it'll probably be even funner doing the new pages because things have. I like to think that I've gotten better since when I did the first 6 pages, so it'll be really like fun to kind of go full circle and finish what we started. It's not really finished, but you know, the first issue at least. But yeah, it's going to be super cool, and it is super cool still. Fact.
Thanks, bro.
I
remember. I was gonna say like, I remember like early on. Well, first of all, I've actually never asked you this, Devlin, but have other people approached you about doing comics or Kickstarters or anything? Is that something you've been asked before, or is it? Were we your first?
You guys, yeah, I think you guys were my first. I had, when I was younger, I would do like stuff on Discord that like never went through, that like a bunch of fan projects, but that was like run by other young like 12-year-olds or stuff. So it never really never really materialized. But this was like the first serious project that I have actually really gotten a chance to sink my teeth into. So you guys broke my comic virginity.
It's alright, mate. Anytime, anything for a brother, yeah. I was curious because I feel like a lot of artists, especially ones that are quite active online, have like stories of like, yeah, someone reached out to me about doing a Kickstarter and then like it never went anywhere, you know, like that sort of thing. And I do worry about, like, you know, I don't want to approach an artist unless I'm like definitely sure that like I want to work with them or want to do something with them, right? I don't want to waste someone's time. And like I remember thinking like, I hope Devlin knows that we're like legit, that we're not just like messing around, you know, that we actually do want to make this happen. And I remember thinking like, how do we show you basically that like we're not just like schmucks, basically, that we have like that we are serious about this comic stuff, basically. And that was when when we were in LA, and I remember thinking when we got the offer for the image thing, I thought like saying like, hey Devlin, you want to taste of this? You want to taste of the highlight? If you want like, you want to see like the we're real about this sort of thing. I thought that was just like a really good way of showing like, no, we're not just like hanging out, you know, like we are really doing this, like
we don't play around with this shit.
Yeah. You die in comics, you die in real life. But like, I also really vividly remember like after that conversation with Kyle Higgins that like when it was like, oh yeah, like we could write them, and we didn't even like ask each other. We both just went like, Devlin's drawing it, right? And we just like, yeah, Devlin's drawing it. Like, that was just like, not even like it wasn't even a conversation. We just like immediately knew like you'd be perfect for it. So that was a funny moment. But yeah, no, there's been a couple of times where I've approached an artist in the past and like it's not materialized, and I don't want to like, you know, it's always a shame when that happens, because like you don't want to like lead someone, like you don't want someone to like dedicate time to like a project and then it just doesn't happen. But yeah, like try not to have that happen too much. It's just unfortunate when it does.
I think it's fairly common, obviously, for like projects to kind of fall through, because it's like the really hard part is to kind of like put in like the hours to kind of like fully develop like the story and the characters and the world, and then even more time on top of that is to actually do all the bloody drawing. That's the hard part. Yeah. So I think that if there's any kind of like people who are like listening to the stream who are like thinking about like doing a project like this, I think that the advice that like pretty much everyone gives is like to try and do like a smaller project first, like a one shot or like a 4-page story, and then kind of build up from there. Because we'd sort of like we'd sort of done kind of like smaller projects before The Stranger, and I think that kind of meant that we were kind of quite confident with this one of doing like a mini series. You know, it's going to be 7 issues when we finish it. You know, but I think that starting off with a smaller project and then building up to something larger means that you have more, you know exactly like what goes into the kind of comic making process, so that when you kind of like, you know, it's less likely that you're going to be kind of, you know, having these kind of like stumbling blocks along the way, especially if it's a larger project, and then there's more to kind of to fail on, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Kickstarter's a fickle mistress, bro. But like was so afraid of Kickstarter for so long. Just like the idea of doing a Kickstarter felt like it's like, well, that's just ridiculous. Like no one's gonna pay attention. But like, there's a lot of I would say that there's a lot of delightful people out there that are like lovely too. They're very nice and wanna see your thing succeed. And it's nice to remember that there is like a genuine community out there that like wants to see you succeed, wants to see you grow and get better at this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's
I think
nice.
it's because of so many horror stories in the past like few years about like Kickstarters that have gone a bit awry. But you know, I think that this is our third rodeo, you know, and I think I think people know that we're legit. So,
Yeah.
So far so good is all I can say.
So far, so good. Yeah, it's been good.
Hello, Halo
Sorry.
Roberts. Hello, Stranger Gamers. Is what you said.
Hello, stranger gamers. Yeah.
We do also have. Sorry, Happy Hours also asked if I donate $10, can you draw the famous Charlie George making out with the stranger if they're over consenting age?
I want to mention that Charlie George he mentions in there is himself. This is one of my friends who let me stay in his home multiple times. So like, this is not just a stranger being a freak to me. This is a delightful young man that you should
We
respect.
stay in his home, but he's not aware of it.
He doesn't know that we do that. Yeah.
Hiding the walls every now and again. Yes, Charlie. That sounds reasonable. That's a good deal. But yeah.
I think I've drawn the stranger mewing, by the way.
Nice.
It's a little bit terrible, but I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, man.
It kind of looks like a Twitch emote or something. The more I look, I didn't quite look at this while I was drawing it, and now I'm looking at it. It's quite interesting.
That's fucking amazing. That needs to be a thing. We need to have the stranger make a scary movie Ghostface faces all the time.
Oh, what's up? Yeah. I think that's true. That's true.
That's wonderful. Wow.
This is the stranger mewing. This is awesome. Yeah.
Can we do Can we make this like an emote in the chat?
Can we make this go viral, guys?
Let's get this viral.
Oh, they should actually add that.
Right. Wow, that is unbelievably wonderful. I was Fortnite Phillips and Gary P. Patrick's, and I don't actually have a nickname for Devlin doing. We're doing pretty good. Yeah, the stream's going well. Oh, Matt Simmons is here, our good friend and colleague in crime with
Coco Conco organizer. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing good. How you doing, Matt? We do keep been Theon is here. Stranger Danger, nice, true. Play Gears and Fortnite. Have we been ignoring H.R. Roberts in Fortnite top?
Not on purpose. I've not played Fortnite in a while.
Yeah, the new update hasn't been ideal in my opinion.
Yeah. Isn't the Great God stuff?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Okay.
Just figured it out. The stranger is Patrick Bateman.
Good theory. I really like that one.
Hey, you read Action Comics 1?
Actually, one.
Yeah, it'd be like that's what instead of like he watched Huey Lewis in the news, he'd be like, I don't know, like he read Detective Comics issue 15.
Oh, that's what he's saying now. Yeah.
Oh, I just gendered the stranger, I just used the gendered pronoun.
They're,
So that is.
Give people. I'll keep changing up the gender so people don't know.
Well, that's if the stranger is Patrick Bateman, though. Right?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Which I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah. No. Stranger's a cool robot.
So off to a good start. Should we? So we need to decide who we're gonna do this team up with the stranger for, right? That's the plan today.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm enjoying Devlin's Sandman on the stream right now. Is this like? Is this a person whose body is made of 40% sand instead of 60% water? Is that what I'm looking at right now? Or... it's like humans if they were silicon based instead of like carbon based.
I didn't look into the science really, but I mean, we don't know. Maybe.
Science hasn't caught up yet. I was quite fascinated by the way you did that geode as well, the like lasso tool. That was cool.
Oh yeah.
Fun to watch. What's this guy on the stream right now? Is this a Bionicle?
He was a guy made out of 40% fire, I guess.
Guy man, oh right. Yeah, the 40% sand, 40% Awesome. It's New Fantastic Four. Fantastic 40%. I saw you playing Skibbity box fights last night when I was on Siege. That's not true. I don't play Skibbity toilet fan games on Fortnite. And if I did, I would own up to it.
Mhm.
But I just
There would be
don't.
nothing wrong with doing that. It's a free country.
Yeah, I just don't though. Tom, I know this is going to sound very silly, but do you use a drawing pad or a mouse to draw? I use a Huion Canvas GT191 to do my delightful drawings for my friends and enemies. And I also like to use a pen and a pencil when I'm on my own.
You just discovered the pen and pencil technique.
I have
haven't
just
you?
discovered the pen and pencil technique. No one told me about this shit. Yeah, I've recently gotten big into pens and also pencils and rubber
And coloring and playing.
like coloring and playing and laughing and licking a lollipop. And color hat, yeah. Yo, you should hop on the new trend of licking a lollipop and got like a Carhartt logo on my propeller hat. But
Like a little tricycle and stuff like that. Yeah.
what?
Running like a little tricycle.
Oh, you said like grabbing on my little testicle.
Well, they do that too
No, I did not
sometimes.
say
I mean.
that.
Anyway, my bad. Sorry.
Okay, keep it light. Keep it okay.
Keep
you
it.
know,
Sorry.
Give the kids watching. It's no mistake that Bateman rhymes with they them. Oh my
Patrick,
God.
they them. Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's the best.
Oh my God. The stranger's mewing face is so big. Holy shit.
It's
Sorry, I'm
lighting
like
up the
5
room.
million years behind on
I
the
think
stream.
I was gonna say, Tommy. I think you're not on.
Possibly.
Goodness me.
I was already drawing the leaning in lines when you were talking about the
Yes.
fireman.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to kill the magic.
That's awesome.
Okay, so we got. Oh, thank you very much, Abraham Lincoln, for donating.
Abraham Lincoln?
Starter. Yeah, Abraham
He's
Lincoln.
bad.
Oh, that guy died. Oh, that idiot died years ago. No,
Thank you for donating during the stream. You get
Wait, we said I'll do a limerick if you donate during the
That's-
Oh,
stream.
that's
so,
right. Yeah. If you have to become one with the Abraham Lincoln limerick.
Okay. There once was a man named Abe. His girlfriend was quite the babe. He sat on a chair. He felt a prick in his hair. And boom, because he tried to save slaves. There we go.
That's awesome.
Like,
Because he tried to save slaves. That's actually that's subversion. Because you think it would end with some kind of rhyme, but it's just that's it. That's good.
It did rhyme. There once was a guy named Abe. His girlfriend was quite the babe. He sat on a chair. He felt a prick in his hair, and boom, because he tried to save slaves. There you go. It does
It's
rhyme.
kind of a half rhyme, but
Right?
we're gonna roll it.
It's a
roll
half
it
rhyme.
slow.
It's a little double rhyme right at the end. That's the bit.
I know, it's not ideal, is it?
No, I think it's breaking the genre, but like
It's-
new ways to like revitalize the franchise.
You're deconstructing limericks.
Yeah.
And you limerick dropped.
Yeah.
Is he the next out of Atlanta? Like, what's this kind of name? In the studio, like, you know, the mic hanging down like Drake.
Yeah. I've got the fire coming out of my headphones while I'm listening to that.
Yeah.
Well, Abe appreciated it. So yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, thank you, Abe. Genuinely, thank you for donating. Really makes
Yeah.
me smile. Makes me grin.
We're gonna make you a nice comic now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to come up with we need to decide which character the stranger is gonna team up with.
We can have a discussion. We'll talk about it as a family. We'll see like which ones we like.
Yeah. Do you have the Twitter suggestions?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
If anyone's listening to the chat now, you can make a suggestion of who you'd like to have.
Yeah, if we have like a really good suggestion, and if we can come up with a cool little comic, then we'll do it. Yeah. I will say I think this might be how this collaboration ends, because I think we're not going to agree, because I think there's going to be somewhere you guys will go like, or at least James, I know you're going to say that was really good, and I'll say no. So
I'm glad you're already undercutting this.
Yeah, but I'm aware that like fear might be struck within both our hearts as we fight, but.
The stream just becomes like a 4-hour just rage match between me and Thomas.
Yeah, just silently listening to us get actually mad at each other. Okay. So we have. Should I write them in the chat so we can see like all the ones we've got?
Yeah.
Is it possible to do a poll in the chat? That could be. Oh, then that would actually no. Ignore I said that. Sorry.
Forgiven of all crimes.
Do I count Weezer as a suggestion?
That could be cool. That would be interesting.
Not. I think we have to keep it in one character, otherwise we're living in a lawless land.
Yeah, fair enough.
The stranger meets the Beatles.
I like that. Ringo. It's Ringo the whole time. Shit.
I was about to say, when did they kill John Lennon?
That was like that was like Forrest Gump times. I don't know. That was
Forrest Gump time.
That's a long ass time.
BFG, AFG.
The reign of a Gump. Reign of the Gumps, and it's like Death of Superman, where like the cyborg Gump, kid Forrest Gump. The big silver robot Forrest Gump. Yeah.
Okay, so we have the suggestions here. So we got Storm of X-Men fame. You're familiar with Storm. Detective Chimp, The Question, Dick Grayson, Columbo, Action Man, Godzilla Jr. Out of those lot, who is pulling in?
Oh man, I feel like
Go for Devil.
I feel like Detective Chimp would be kind of fun, because he would be. I was thinking at first The Question, but I feel like they have too much in common. They wouldn't have that initial rivalry that every crossover needs, where they're like, "Hey, I don't like you son of a bitch," and then they fight, and then they stop fighting for some reason. I feel like Detective Chimp would be on the stranger, would be like, "I need to fuck you up, I need to take you down." They would like maybe team up for a greater purpose, like for a common good, but at the end of the story,
Like Mecha Stranger.
But by the end, it'd be over.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think that the Detective Chimp is the one that I would go for. What do you think, Tom?
I was gonna say like immediately ruling out Columbo, because that would spoil the whole comic, and I don't want to do that.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right.
Action Man's an interesting one. I wonder what demented mind came out of that, because I don't know where that came from. But I'm interested in it. Because to me, Action Man is like I don't know, like what do you do with that? You know, like this is just like teaming up with like a commando boy. Not really sure what the end game of that. Because Villa Junior interesting, because there's an interesting size situation going on.
There's a size gap that you can play around with.
Yeah, exactly. Endless possibilities. Yeah. little like baby boy Dick Grayson.
Oh, that's right, it's
and-
Baby Robin. Yeah.
That could be
yeah,
fun.
kind of.
You could do
Yeah.
a thing where Batman's like out of commission. He's been shot in the head or something. And the stranger
He's not
needs
feeling
to.
very well. He's having a mental health day.
Yeah. And the stranger has to take his place.
I know this isn't a suggestion, but you know what I would like to see? Stranger versus Ra's al Ghul, bro. That's like a cool.
That would be
That'd be
fun.
cool. Yeah, I was gonna say the question and the stranger are very similar in the sort of look and vibe, and I think that like that could lead to not a lot of interesting scenarios because they'll just hang out and be just two dumb bitches going exactly at each other. That's basically what it'd be. I think the thing with the Storm one is interesting just because you could have some like Dark Knight Returns like lightning bolt shots,
Mhm.
you know, of the stranger jumping around. But I do think, I think at the end of the day, Sal and Detective Chimp teaming up, and then you know, the Detective Chimp finds the stranger, and they have a little tiff, and then they have to team up to fight, as President Ava suggested, potentially a bigger chimp, which would be interesting.
That's
I'm
the.
imagining a chimp that's about a couple centimeters bigger though.
Well, I'm imagining that this would be a situation where Sal and Detective Chimp team up to get the stranger, and it turns out that the stranger is a larger chimp. That would be the secret.
Oh,
That's actually-
the reveal is the stranger's. Oh, I like that. And then the cover, like classics, like 60s, 70s sort of cover of a chimp on the cover,
Yeah.
or a girl on the cover. Or is the stranger an orangutan? It's impossible to know. So, really,
Right.
the possibility. I like that. I like that a lot. That the stranger is an ape-like creature.
It scales buildings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that explains it. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing in issue 1. Spoilers for issue 1, but you know they get to the top of the building, and Sal sees all the suspects. It's like, but it can't possibly be that orangutan in the corner.
We can already rule
Nicholas
him out.
orangutan.
Let's just get this fucking guy
Yeah,
out of
rule
here.
him out now. It's not that orangutan.
That's gonna be the first page. I think the first page of the comic. It's like Sal stood there, and he's like looking at all the suspects, and he's like, "Wait a minute, hold a second. There's one thing that I missed here." And when Detective Chimp points it out. He goes, "Hold on a second. There's an orangutan. One of the residents has a pet orangutan." And he goes like, "How did I not notice that?" He pointed it out to me. He's like, "Let's go see that orangutan," and then that's the reveal. And then maybe there's I don't know, some kind of chimp conspiracy theory going on. I think
That's a good. Yeah, that's almost like the real iconic superhero crossover where Detective Chimp and Cell would actually be the ones that at first don't get along, but then they team up and they're like, "We're on the right track. We're friends." But then, and they're both against the stranger. But then in the third act or the final throws, they all of them have to team up.
Oh.
So not only are you getting a Detective Chimp Stranger team up, you're also getting a Sal Detective Chimp Stranger team up for the price of one.
Well, back to
It's
your
unreal.
yeah.
I think that's a good one.
It's an
Yeah.
So
all-timer.
then I think how do we do this then?
How do we- how the fuck do- we could.
We have to
Should
like
we-
yeah, go on.
Well, first of all, Devlin, let's be frank here. How many pages you got in here? we saying like 3?
Yeah, I could do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how about we get should we get like a Google Doc and write the script so people get a peek into the twisted mind of writing a comic script.
Sure. Yeah, this is a process stream actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright,
Yeah,
let me make a Google Doc. The Stranger meets Detective Chimp. There we go. Okay, anyone with the link can access. Put it in the chat and everyone just starts writing the script. There we go. That would actually be really funny though, if you just give the chat an idea and then it's like, right, you all need to work together like ants to make a script.
That'd be so awesome.
That's actually good. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, they start noticing the stranger does a little jump whenever a banana is mentioned. It's true. Yeah, it's again, damn, we're just spoiling the whole thing. I actually do feel like I need to be a little careful about what I say because I don't want to like say anything really stupid.
I've been thinking about that for like weeks. I've just been thinking about the idea of just like accidentally like doing too much riffing on Twitter and just ruining it all.
Yeah, I think we're safe. I think we're safe. Because we can make jokes about the stranger, we make jokes about Sal, and we make jokes about Dr. Bionic getting like murdered violently. Those are the things we're allowed to talk about. The rest is not yet. The rest is still unwritten, if you will.
True.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a way. Hold on, wait. I'm going to open. This is a very delicate procedure I'm performing right now. Clean so that I can show the progress on the Google Doc without like. I don't know. I don't want to have to awkwardly like crop everything so that it looks presentable.
Oh yeah, I get you.
I think I'm gonna have to use the little scene thing that I made for Gartic phone with all the little dogs on the side panels as the gutter. Oh no.
That's alright. Someone requested to be did it's not an editing. Link and edit.
I'm back. I had a little bit of a senior moment there.
You've seen a moment. That's alright, man. Don't worry.
Okay. So we're gonna do it like page 1. I think we'll have to do it like Marvel style, won't we? Where we just kind of like come up with a vague idea of how the page looks, and then kind of thumbnail off of that.
Like we can, I think we like figure out like you know page 1, panel 1, like interior of house. Page 2, panel 7. We work like that. We have to work from the first panel, then the last panel, then we meet in the middle, like a comic script. Like every comic script works.
Okay.
That's
Pages
what.
do it again?
3.
Okay. I think
we definitely can. So page
Okay.
1, panel 1. I'm gonna say interior. Oh wait, no. Exterior. Faux sit building.
I think it should be the police, like it should be like the board where it has like all of the kind of the suspects on it, you know, and it's Sal
Oh, right.
in front of the board, and he's like, you know, who could it possibly be? And Detective Chim comes in and he goes like, you know, it's like, oh,
Maybe I could be of help.
maybe I
Yeah.
can be of help, yeah. And he goes like, what do you know? You're just a stupid monkey. And he goes like, and he goes like, oh, actually true, sorry, my bad. And then he goes like, he's like, you've narrowed down all the suspects. You know, it couldn't possibly be any of them. They all have alibis except for that orangutan. And he goes like, huh? With that, and he goes like, orangutan.
Yeah, I think has a Polaroid of an orangutan. It's like you missed this, and then like Sal can have a flashback where he's like, looking in one of the apartments. It's like just the lowly orangutan. It couldn't possibly.
The lowly orangutan.
Put to check.
Oh, the humble orangutan. It couldn't possibly be. It couldn't possibly be.
Look at how put together he is.
Yeah. I just imagine like the stinky like orangutan.
Yeah, just like the most, just like odd looking little character.
Yeah.
Just a stupid monkey. He's just immediately at 10. He never even got an opportunity to like really hear him out. He's just like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, none of them could have done it. Chimp. But what?
Jim walks in. Maybe I could be of assistance. You? You're just a stupid monkey.
just all of a sudden.
No, that's just me doing. Is that alright? This is my process. You're getting in the way of it. I gotta act out every scene.
So, how could I?
One half of my body is like an orangutan costume. The other half is like a regular suit.
You
Like,
just quickly
alternating style
change
of it.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I think like panel 5, flashback to Sal looking at the orangutan who's sat in the apartment. I don't know. Maybe if you're reading a book of some kind, maybe the orangutan has to be reading like I don't know, Plato.
Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Playing with Play-Doh.
Eating Play-Doh.
While eating Play. While eating Play. For everyone who's wondering, this is exactly how we script every single issue.
It's not actually that far off. Like, really, this is like, it would usually like. To be honest, scripting it was mostly like it would be like, okay, so we know who the stranger is. We know where we want to get to. Now we need to figure out in what order we mark everyone else off. Basically, that was kind of like the process where it's like some people get marked off earlier, some people get marked off later. Like. What's the most satisfying way for that to happen, as well as like other information that is revealed, like when does that get revealed, because that changes the whole tone of the story. But it is I mean, the way we kind of write stuff does just kind of come from like like we need to get somewhere, how do we like get there, like what's fill in the blank sort of thing.
So we're gonna figure out. So page 2. So I think I'm just trying to think. The ending is the thing I'm not quite sure about, because it's got to be that Sal and Little Chimp and the stranger. Because I think like on this page, like they finally find the orangutan and get to confess. And the orangutan is like, oh, Wait, why did the orangutan kill Doc Bionic? That's the big question.
He took his banana.
It doesn't. Took his banana, yeah. Let's eat the sea. It's pretty simple.
Writes itself. It's beautiful.
Okay, so then Sal and Detective Chimp have to take down the orangutan in a clever way. I think that Doc Bionic saw the orangutan banana. They steal it in prison, or did they?
Oh yeah, when they were in prison together.
Or could it be like funny if like the idea of it's like we have the whole kind of like it's like, oh my god, yeah, like what happened to the stranger? Like it was just like he stole my banana. And then I think it's like, yeah, they gotta Sal and Chimp take down the orangutan. I don't know. There's gonna be some kind of way that like Sal and the Chimp have like had like a somehow they kind of they work together at the end to defeat the orangutan. And I feel like at the moment the orangutan is kind of on the back foot here. I don't think he's gonna be able to beat the odds.
Well, I mean, the way that we're setting it up right now is they have to take the mask off, and it's not the orangutan. Like, because it's no longer the reveal, is it? Like they already figured it out in page 1. I think they gotta take off the mask, and it's like something completely different, like something else. Because like if they figure it out at the end of page 1,
yeah,
of course it's the orangutan. I think that the shocker has to be like they take off the mask. I feel okay. How about this? How about like they corner the stranger, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, we know it's you. We know it's the orangutan in Raina Child's apartment. And they like take the mask off, and like it's just like a bunch of bananas in a suit, and it like, falls down, and they're like, damn, like we thought we had him, but I guess he's still out there. And then like there's a final shot of like kind of like the big Batman over a castle, like issue 2 Detective Comics sort of thing. It's like that, but it's like an orangutan like over the city. And it's like they don't catch him yet. He's still at large.
I want to adjust that final reveal. It should be him on a boat leaving New York. So he's like
Oh
already.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a
he's like
Hannibal Lecter thing. Like he's drinking a martini and he's just like, they'll never catch me. It's too late.
yeah. The orangutan is at the airport with like a Groucho Marx like thing on and a Hawaiian shirt, and it's like I guess he got away.
Walking around in
Yeah, it's like
stilts.
it's like the end, but the question mark's made of like a banana. You get it? Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. See, we're showing the audience how the script evolves over time. Like we don't have anything set until until it's printed. So yeah. Okay.
I'm imagining a scene where it's like they're like they got the stranger in the car and they're like, all right, let's take the stranger's mask off, and then like they unmask the stranger and oh my god, it's the orangutan, and then they're like, wait a minute, oh no, they take the mask off and it's the bananas, and they're like, wait a minute, if the orangutan isn't here, who's driving the car?
Crash the car.
That's a big
Neither
action
of them
set
were driving
piece,
the car. Yeah, and then the car crashes, and then it cuts to the orangutan on the way out of the city. I think that's the ticket.
Boarding.
Can the orangutan look at a cell phone like an old, or no, wait, it's the 1970s, never mind. Funny. I was
He
gonna
look at a gramophone.
he looks at his cell phone with a text message. A text message that says "it's done," and then closes
From the
it. Yeah. And he's like, it's all perfect.
You go on the phone at the airport. He has like a little he's a payphone. He's like, it's just
Yeah, that's good.
Take care of it. Yeah, there you go, perfect. They decide unmask the stranger, and then it's the file.
This is a beautiful process to bear witness to.
This kind of like dual writing thing going on where we're working on different pages at the same time. It's like Pacific Rim, like both like plugged into the hive.
Oh right, yeah, of course, yeah.
Do 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 do.
The orangutan isn't here. The car. Car crashes. I do feel like maybe we need to figure out how they're able to. Oh, they should go to the what? So they go to the apartment and they're like bust in, and it's like the stranger's there, and they're like, "You're under arrest, stranger. Get in the car." And then in the car. So, yeah,
Oh,
so
do you think it's like
mask-
Speed, where it's like the stranger sat in a chair and they take the mask off and the banana's like rigged to explode, and they both just kind of go like, and they.
No, I like the idea. I like the idea more that they decide not to drive the car.
I also kind of like the idea that the stranger like moves around and jumps and shit, and then they unmask it, and
Yeah.
somehow it was meant for bananas.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. So they go to the building. They're like, we didn't interview the orangutan. They go into the orangutan's room, which would be like a. For some reason, they have like an orangutan enclosure.
Well, it's just in Raina Charlton's apartment. It just has.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, he goes like the orangutan is. Oh no. He's like They open the door and there's the strangers in there, and the stranger like jumping around, jumps out the window. Maybe like detective. Detective Chip has to do something to do with the bananas, though, right? He's like, I don't think this is the guy, and it's like, what do you mean? And he like unmasks him.
There has to be a dialogue, like a piece of dialogue where either of them says, "This was too easy." They like remark like, that wasn't so hard. Wait a second, it was maybe too easy." And then that's when they.
I just had an idea of like, what if they unmask the banana stranger, right? and then like we see it's like a bunch of bananas, and then Sal like puts his fingers on its neck and goes like, no pulse.
Yes.
And it's like, Sal, I think it's a pile of banana. It's like, oh damn it.
That's great. Yeah. Wait, okay, so I know that we said, I don't know if we landed on that it will be placed in a car, could we have it where they shoot the stranger dead? Like they're chasing the
Oh.
stranger, they shoot the stranger. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, I had to come to this. But then that's when they unzip him, and then there's like the explosive.
Yeah, it's just bombs and
Yeah.
bananas.
Yeah. You capture the stranger and shoot them.
16,000 times in the back of the head. It's like a minigun. Just like severs them in half.
Yeah, no, Sal should take out his gun and like shoot the stranger, and it like doesn't stop them, and then like Detective Chimp pulls out a minigun. Like,
Or I just think the image of like Pulp Fiction, but it's like Detective Chimp and Sal shooting guns at the stranger, right?
yeah, that could be good. And then
Oh, like is that a monkey? He's got a gun, you know, classic.
Yeah.
yeah, no pulses.
It has to come after they open up the mask, though. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, they still check.
So no pulse.
Is there a famous orangutan?
I don't know.
No,
Together? Maybe.
I've never met any famous orangutan. I don't know if you have.
I could probably I can like recall specific.
I'm trying to think, like, is there
orangutans,
anything we could
but they don't have
suggest, like,
names. I don't think.
I was thinking, like, is there like an orangutan in like DC Comics that this could be? Or
Oh, gorilla. Oh, no, that's like that's gorilla in the name. Sorry, I'm stupid.
actually, I kind of like the idea that it's just it's just a lowly orangutan, as we
Yeah.
mentioned. It's just a humble orangutan.
Could have been
There's
anyone.
It could have been anyone. Yeah, that's the scariest part of the whole stranger, isn't it? Is it could be anyone, and in this story, it's the humble orangutan.
And we don't even find out why they're. Well, we find out that the bananas was stolen. Never mind, but we don't get all like how he did this, what his plan was. We just we're in the shoes of Sal and
Sal and
Chimp.
like- Yeah.
We're at the orangutan's mercy.
I think you like Sal. Chimp. The stranger. Panel 5. And then.
Okay, so I have the ending right now. The ending scene is like, it's like a nice 70s airplane, right? And
Yeah.
then like, yeah, it's like an air hostess is like, "Would you like any refreshments, sir?" And then like he's got like the cocktail menu, and he like lowers it down, and it's the orangutan in like a Hawaiian shirt and like the sunglasses, right? And then like he just kind of gives a wry, knowing smile, and then the final panel like the plane in the air, and it says like the end, you know, and the banana is kind of like the final scene. I think that works, right?
That is really good. Yeah.
Someone said Ofo the orangutan. I don't know who that is. Let me have a look. Or is it Do you mean Otto? Is it Otho a guy, or is it Otto?
It might be. It could be both.
Otto the. Otto. I'm gonna look up Otto the orangutan. Otto the orange cartoon. What? Sorry, that just showed up when I googled Otto there. Oh, Otto the orange is a sports mascot. Apparently, I didn't know this. There we go. I just learned that right now.
Could the orangutan order a banana colada?
I don't think the orangutan should speak. That's the thing. Is I was thinking, does he order a banana? But I kind of like the idea more that he just smiles. Like he doesn't.
Could we?
Like banana. That's it.
I love the cocktail menu because
Yeah,
that makes
bananas
him
probably is.
it makes him classy that he's trying to like order cocktails. But could it be that he's reading the newspaper about what has transpired?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that's better. That's much better. holding
That's good. Perfect.
newspaper about the horrific explosion that killed.
Oh, sorry. Apparently, that was Otho is the suggested name for the orangutan.
Oh, okay, Otho. Yeah, sure, like Othello, right? Like kind of like literary. Yeah.
Well, would it maybe make more sense for the orangutan to have like a comic book reference name? To where all of the there's another little stranger fact, these stranger files out there. The all the suspects have names that are references to different comic characters. I'm wondering if there's like a
Some of them are quite obvious, some of them not so much.
not so much yeah. If anyone has figured out any of the references in the subtext, stuff it in the chat and I'll smile.
Yeah, we've posted a couple of the suspects on Twitter, but all of them are on the Kickstarter if you want to see their names and stuff.
Yeah.
All of them are pretty clear references to either creators or characters or publishers and stuff. So you'll give it a look. Maybe you might learn a thing or two.
Yeah.
True.
You finally learned something about video comic book. Okay. I think that's it. That's the script. That's a beautiful.
Dreams arrive at the Foster building. They go to Arena's apartment. Interviews orangutan. Stranger is in the apartment. Someone's going to shoot the stranger.
Let me put here a lot.
Pulp Fiction style.
Cool. Okay. So now, is the plan to do some thumbnails then? Maybe what we could do is we could.
I'm not done with page 3 yet. What's that? Would the establishing shot be like the? I feel like it's like establishing shot. Airport from the ground with plane taking off, and then it's like cut to the plane in the air. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so like final page is only 4 panels. That's okay. And then give me a sec. Yeah.
So
I'm just having a look. I'm just having a look at page 2. Detecting a salary at the Foster building. In his apartment, infuse orangutan. I feel like we need some dialogue here. This is too. We need a little bit of a. I think like. Sal. It's you. And then. Hands above your head. And then. I think like the stranger puts their hands over their head. I think we can put no pulse and into one panel. God's sake, I hate the way you've laid out the panel numbers here, James. This makes it really difficult to edit. Let me. Oh, yeah, fair enough. There we go. Wait. Then that's better. The Foster building, they go to Raina's apartment, and view the orangutan. Stranger's apartment. It's you, hands over your head. Stranger puts hands over their head. Shoot the stranger. Evolution style. The stranger riddled with bullets. Detective Chimp unmasks the stranger to see they were a pile of bananas and wires and TNT. Sal checks the neck. No pulse. Take Jim. Wait, get back.
Okay, Devin, you have to draw someone checking a banana's pulse.
Well, it's just like a lump, like a burlap, you know, like it's like a burlap sack, and he's just sort of putting his like fingers next to the neck hole. While Detective Chimp is like jumping away, like, no, it's gonna blow.
Yeah.
Maybe like ticking noises coming from it.
on the TNT, I will write in big letters TNT just so that the audience
Yeah,
is
of
clear.
course. So they don't think it's hot dogs.
Yeah.
Distinguishing was alright. Yeah, this is all good. This is all good. I think we could move panel 9 to page 3 just so that there's 5 panels on that page, only 8 panels.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, boom. There we go. Okay.
Because
Cool.
otherwise we
Alright.
have to do the grid.
Otherwise we gotta do the grid, and God, no one wants to do the grid today.
It's true. This is a good script. You could post this to Instagram, like Tom King does with all those scripts, and just
Does he do that?
yeah, just like post a little like tidbit, and it's always like the point is always that it's very poorly descriptive. So it's just like Wonder Woman kicks a guy, and then all of his artists have to like collectively reply or quote tweet with like, hey, "It's okay, guys. I actually like drawing for this person."
I definitely don't have a gun to my head. I love this shit. That's really funny. Okay. So how are we gonna do the thumbnailing for this? Should we do it where like each of us thumbnail a page and then we can like bring them all together at the end?
I don't really mind if, like, I don't know, how do you wanna do it, Devlin? You're the backbone of the operation at this point.
That's what it has to, yeah.
I don't know. As much as I love to draw every page, because it's a fun little exercise. It would also to kind of have all of us collaborate on one thing. I don't know, but I don't know how we would split it up. If you guys have any
We could do
ideas.
it where like each of us thumbnail a page and then maybe like we sort of send it to you and then like you could like do like the sort of finished sketches for them.
Or kind of like how we actually do the Stranger. It's like if we have specific ideas for like panels or pages, we'll send them to you, and then you can like adapt it. But otherwise, like, because I feel like I could probably do the final bit with the orangutan since that was lovingly crafted, lovingly crafted by me in my darkest hour. So,
Fair enough.
I feel like we've referenced some images as well, which again we actually do in our script. You know, we say like Pulp Fiction style. This is genuinely quite a clear look into how we work. So,
Peeling back the curtain.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I will say I will do the thumbnails in MS Paint because I want to do that.
So we're all doing the thumbnails, and then we're like merging them, or we're like taking what works from all of them and making one thing, or
That could work, yeah.
I think that works. I mean, that's a funny idea because if we all can bring something to the table, can't we?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. I think so. Maybe have a topical conversation. We could just
Topic of conversation, sure. Well, you told us before the stream what you've been up to today, but I think it was just too damn interesting to leave off of the stream. Would you like to tell everyone at the stream what you have been up to today?
Big day in the James Patrick's households. I had a half an hour nap, and then then my girlfriend made me some salmon for dinner. It was pretty good. So thank you very much for the salmon. I'm now full of strength for the stream to be funny on the internet. And, he said, like, you're so strong. You're stronger than every warrior. And I said, thank you. And then I went on Discord. Talked about comic books. That was my that was the lead up. That was the prequel to all of this, you know. So it kind of shows you my kind of mental state going into it. But it's Easter Sunday, so you know, big up JC. We love it. He's having a big one today. Yeah, so everything's shot around my area. So me and my girlfriend went to a very small cafe, and it ended up being very scary because like we couldn't figure out like where to actually like sit. They were like, "Oh, there's like tables upstairs. You can go sit upstairs." And we were like, "Okay." And then like we got upstairs, and it was just like I think they were doing renovations, so the whole thing was just like totally dilapidated. And like I think like I was like, "Are they living here? Like this is really freaky." And we were the only people like upstairs, and it was all very like old timey kind of like decor. And I didn't think we were maybe gonna be murdered, but luckily it all worked out all right in the end. and I got a sausage sandwich. That was my day. It was a very unbelievably British kind of outing. But yeah, that was it really.
Damn.
Tremendous. See you later, Soul Castle Productions. By the way, you bored that man to death. He's what you've done. I like the story, but that's what he's saying. I'm sorry. Let's not. I just want to clarify. I like that one a lot.
Oh, well,
That was very pleasing. When you were talking about that, I felt like a mother like catching up with her son, just hearing that like everything's okay, you're not in danger or anything. Like, you know what?
Pretty much, yeah.
No, that was nice.
Thank you.
I've had a similar day. I also went to a cafe, and I almost got killed. It's not true. I didn't do that, but I did go for a run,
Nice.
and I saw my family driving the car, and my little brother gave me the middle finger as I was running, and it really deflated. It really deflated my energy, and I felt like I couldn't go on. I like crumbled to my knees in anguish.
Should have gone like an all-out sprint, like go on all fours and just sprinted the car.
Yeah, exactly. Like Terminator 2, or like the Beast from from, what's it called? Split.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't do that, sadly. I got home and then I put different clothes on because I was sweating because I was running around, and then well, at first I showered, obviously,
Mhm.
but I went into town. I went to a Brazilian steakhouse, is what I did.
Whoa.
Yeah, I went to a Brazilian steakhouse and I ate some steak, and mate, you don't even know nothing about this life. It's pretty good. It's really expensive though. I wouldn't go back personally, unless someone really wanted to go. So if you want to really want to go, James, then I'll go with you. But otherwise, I'm not going.
Will you pay for everything?
No, not at all.
No, I'll go then.
Not even close. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah. And then I got back. I had some Easter eggs. It's the day of our Lord's rebirth, isn't it? He's all about
Yeah,
that.
they got a reboot card, yeah.
He got his reboot card, yeah. No, yeah, and then I started drawing. Really, that's it. What time is it in America, Devlin?
1:50.
1:50. And how's that going for you? Yeah.
It's okay. I woke up at 10 p.m.
Oh my god.
Things you know,
Jeez.
I'll you know, I'll bounce back after a while, but so this is actually like the end of my day, I guess. Polishing it off. To other people, this is they're just warming up. To me, this is my last my last chance
Last
to do
train,
anything.
last ride.
Yeah. But
Incredible.
yeah, it's alright. It's pretty much just I've been drawing all day and talking to friends online.
Neat.
Anyone interesting? Or just lowly created?
I had a lunch with a certain ex-president whose name I can't say, but
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't possibly guess.
there's only like about like 45 of them, but
Joe Byron.
He's still a president.
Oh yeah.
Been hanging out with Trump, obviously.
Yeah. Is that what you were doing? I know Donnie. All I'm saying, I don't know if I want to say this in stream, but like, if it came down to it and Trump asked me to get like a subway with him, I would do it. Like that would be an interesting situation. I don't agree with none of that. But
Mhm.
come on, come on.
But then, if anyone saw you, they'd take pictures and it'd be circulated everywhere forever.
Evil creator Thomas Phillipson has lunched with Donald Trump. That's true.
Even eviler other man.
Sources have cited Thomas Phillipson as eviler than Thanos and Loki combined.
Okay. How are the something else going on the screen here?
But I got an interesting look.
I feel like I should
Using that
tweet out.
fucking Weezer. There's like no reason for it to be Weezer themed, but I just thought it'd be nice.
You're launched into it now.
Yeah.
I feel like I should read out some info. I don't really know anything about Detective Chimp from DC, so I'm actually looking at the. I know I've gone to the fan wiki, which is, as we established earlier, is one of the most evil websites on the planet.
Yeah.
But do you guys know that he's called Bobo T Chimpanzee?
I think I have.
OD Chimp, yeah.
I think at one point I did know that, but it slipped my mind since finding it out.
I only know because I just read the April special. That's the only reason I know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, happy April for tomorrow, everybody. I mean, let's get it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's. Let's have a look. So he was captured in Equatorial Africa in 1953 by Fred Thorpe, who sought to train him for his carnival act, Bobo the Detective Chimp. That's an interesting carnival act. You know, people need to be a detective chimp. Like, what if he did juggles? No. I got to. We have a billion of those. We have tons of those. For the act, Detective Chimp was trained to answer some detective-related questions using a combination of signals and rewards, giving the illusion that he could discover the deepest secrets of the public. Turns out he could. That was the secret.
Yeah.
Bobo formed a strong bond with Thorpe because he took care of him and gave him a simple life on Thorpe's animal farm in Boscala Country, Florida. Whoa. He had in the jungle. A simpler life in Florida. That doesn't make any sense. That's very. That doesn't.
Well, he wants to live in Florida.
I guess so. Yeah, that was his.
Alright.
That was what he was calling him. After Thorpe's murder, Detective Chimp helped solve the case with a local sheriff, Edward Chase, becoming the sheriff's helping mascot. Bobo solves all manners of local crimes, much to Sheriff Chase's continued astonishment. I would be fucking astonished if that would happen. Me, if I was a detective and a chimp was constantly showing me up, I'd be very astonished by that situation. He could not speak, but being very intelligent, he could understand humans and make himself understood. Wow, honestly.
So what? I can do all this shit. How's he so impressive?
Have you ever solved the murder?
No.
Okay, well,
But I made myself understood by humans. Just about.
Okay. During a trip to Florida, Rex the Wonder Dog took him into the Fountain of Youth.
Oh my god.
What?
Sorry. It started off like fairly understandable, and then suddenly, during a trip to Florida, Rex the Wonder Dog took him to the Fountain of Youth, where he gained the ability to speak to all living creatures, even humans.
Whoa.
That tracks. In their own language, along with eternal youth. So he's got a good deal there, hasn't he?
That's a perfect life. What the fuck?
Yeah, chimp, detective, talking to everybody, and you can live forever. Incredible. Altogether, Bobo's intelligence was raised to genius human-level intellect. This fountain would later be boiled away by the Spectre. For fuck's sake.
He's ruining everything.
Oh, he sucks, this guy. Later, he appeared briefly with Sam Simeon in Gorilla City during Crisis on Infinite Earths. So he was... Okay, so he just went hang out, I guess, with Gorilla City. I guess you would, wouldn't you, if you were Detective Chimp?
Yeah.
That's what I would do anyway.
Oh, this is interesting. Apparently, he joined a team called the Bureau of Amplified Animals. So at some point after this, Bobo was employed by the Bureau of Amplified Animals. He's definitely an amplified animal, isn't he?
That's what they call me after a few beers, bro.
Oh, it's called the BAA. created by Mark Wade. That's interesting. And it's the image of it's a bunch of chimps at typewriters. That's pretty fucking sick, isn't it?
It's raw as fuck, yeah.
They helped Flash and Green Lantern defeat Gorilla Grodd and Hector Hammond. Oh, man, honestly, this bureau is awesome. And people say that, like, you know, the Union government is like full of like bureaucracy and it doesn't get anything done, but the BAA sorting shit out. Exhibit was not only a brilliant detective, skilled and a genius of a true tactician. It's not knowing how he left the bureau or if he still exists. I want to see a scene now where it's like Detective Chimp, you've gone off the rails. Like, hand in your banana.
Yeah, banana and gun.
He's like, the bureau is corrupt. He began working for himself by opening chimpanzee investigations. Initially, he did quite well as a chimp detective and was seen as novelty. You know when you have to like find something, like you have a missing wife or whatever like that, and it's like, oh, but for the novelty of it, let's go to the chimpanzee.
I love how they kind of like gagged him like in his own wiki page, where it's like it's only for the novelty. Other than that, he's not really that good of a detective. Like they're just dragging him.
Yeah, he's an immortal chimp with genius level intellect, but most people just saw him as a novelty, which is damn. During the successful period, he was visited by another detective, John Jones, actually the Martian Manhunter. During the JL Ape crisis, don't you know?
That's incredible.
Bobo's agency seemed to be doing better than his own. That's very funny, actually. Martian Manhunter being like, you know, annoyed that his chimp is throwing him up. He also had a long-standing partnership with 4 other detectives. One of them, Ralph Dibney. That's Elongated Man, right?
Yeah.
As to pro Atoan society for being an ape without civil rights and being able to stand as a judicial person, he could not enforce unpaid bills. What? When the public began to forget him, he became an alcoholic. Oh no! And also gained a smoking habit. Mate, honestly, that's fucking horrible. So they didn't take him seriously, and his
He killed himself.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know why. This feels like Alan Moore wrote this part here. I just have a feeling. During the Day of Vengeance, so during a gap in time between the downfall of his business and the Day of Vengeance, he spent his time heavily drinking in other dimensional tavern for magic users in the DC universe, known as the Oblivion Bar. Oh, the Day of Vengeance is when the Spectre went crazy and tried to kill everybody.
Alright.
Because no one was appreciating the light of God as much enough.
Yeah.
He's just doing too many crimes. I've got to kill all of them. And then everyone goes like, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
Chimp would not be happy about this situation. Yeah, so the Spectre is just constantly fucking with Detective Chimp, it seems. So he boiled away his fountain of youth and also...
He boiled his family.
and his family as well, yeah. When the Spectre tried to destroy all magic and began killing wizards during the Day of Vengeance, Detective Chimp, while still mostly drunk, coerces a group of magic users to the Oblivion Bar into battling the Spectre. This would begin the group Shadow Pact. So it was him and a bunch of other superheroes who, I guess, maybe didn't boil to death. Blue Devil, Detective Chimp, Enchantress, Nightmaster, Nightshade, and Ragman. May, honestly, I'd love to go to the Oblivion Bar with those guys. That'd be sick.
Would you rather have $1 billion or be this guy's waitress or whatever? You know that thing about like, like
Detective Chimp's waitress, yeah.
wear a waitress outfit and so Detective Chimp, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. To learn how to go to the Fountain of Youth and gain genius level intellect, I'd have to say yes to that one. That's not a good deal. Let's have a look. So, helped clean up the demonic damage left by when the Rock of Eternity exploded over Gotham City. Jesus
Oh my god.
It's not going well for this poor little monkey guy. He captured the Sin of Sloth. Nice. Which had possessed his longtime friend Rex the Wonder Dog.
Oh yeah, they are mates, aren't they? As we've learned.
Yeah, Rex was like, mate, I want to show you something. This is fucking sick. You're gonna enjoy this. Fountain of Youth. Ah, wonderful. After the Rock was reformed, the Sins re-imprisoned, and all magical influence cleaned out of Gotham City, the dying Dr. Fate gave Detective Chimp a powerful helmet of fate after finding it did not fit him. The detective Jim convinced Captain Marvel to throw it to Earth to let fate choose the next bearer. Oh, so it could have been Detective Chimp as the next Doctor Fate, which I think I can almost see that comic now. But
That would be
unfortunately,
awesome.
it was
Doctor
too
Doctor
yeah,
Primate, whatever.
good. Nice,
Thanks.
I like that.
Thanks.
But he was too full of humility, and he decided to give it to a new user, which is very big of him. After his first adventure, he's remained within the team. He's personally stuck around the Oblivion Bar, getting nice and fucked up, I suppose. The team are asked by the Phantom Stranger to travel through a mystical shield surrounding the town of River Rock, Wyoming. They are then confronted by murderous villains known as the Pentacle. Detective Chimp was captured separately by his Pentacle counterpart, Kid Carnival. Kid Carnival? That's a really weird villain name.
Good Carnival. Good Carnival.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
But manages to escape and free the team during this resultant magical battle. Detective Chimp and everyone else in town sacrifice one full year of their life. That's fine because he's immortal. In order to bring down the barrier, later he discovered that he was part of the Shadow Pact statue that others had erected in Metropolis in order to honor the seemingly dead team. Oh, so they all died. Okay, wow, Jesus. Except for Chimp. So that's all good.
It's a difficult
Uh,
life, hasn't he?
I think he's had ups and downs for the most parts. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, Alcoholism, like losing his business, but then also, gaining genius level intellect and becoming, immortal. It's all right.
Pretty
Um,
good.
and then I think more recently he was in Deathly Dark, hanging out and being a chimp, wasn't he?
What if they made Just League snark and everyone was snarky to each other?
I think that would do very well.
That would sell. You think that would go viral?
I don't think that would go viral at all. I think the people would say, "No, we love truth and honesty in our comics, and this is not that."
Fuck. Never mind.
No,
I'm
no.
washed. I just want to. I did my thumbnail, by the way. It is a little bit all over the place, but hopefully it can be deciphered. I just realized how actually small that is, like resolution wise. So yeah, the building explodes. We see like an establishing shot of like the airport from outside, right? I drew a little tower. So and then like the waitress going down the aisle. And she's like, "Refreshments, sir." And you can kind of see him peeking over the news, and then it's like her point of view as he like looks up, like, like, and he's reading about the explode, like that happened, in his news. And, yeah, the plane in the air, and it's like the end. You get it? I can't figure out how to use Paint on my new computer, so this is as good as I could do. But
Pretty
I think it's pretty clear, yeah.
Trying to figure out how people snap. I'm drawing Cell snapping his fingers, so he's like.
Oh right, yeah. How do you
Right,
do
like,
that? Yeah, it's kind of.
I'm not familiar with
just
the
look like,
mechanics of that action. I don't know.
it kind
There's
of look
some
like
kind of
he's like
fingers
pointing
involved,
up,
I think.
and there would be like a little sort of like spark in between his like index finger and his middle finger, right? So it looks like a snap has happened. I don't know. He's doing a urethra kind of move, right? He's got like a light bulb above his head.
I think about this second page here then.
Right, if I get a drink of water, is uncouth to do on stream.
Just a guy.
Okay, I'll be right back.
No worries. I've actually not seen what your page is looking like at the moment. That's a really good detective trim. The eyebrows really nice. What's on the? Oh, it's the orangutan. Right. Okay, got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
On the he's holding up the orangutan picture. Wasn't quite sure.
Oh yeah. I have file for. I was trying to come up with like an image that would make the orangutan look sinister, like him like going into a limo or like being like entered or into like a something that would make him just like fucking evil. But it's hard to do something in little detail. So I was like, you know what, orangutan style photo. I don't remember what orangutans look like, so it's a little jacked up.
I think the way it looks, I think the way it looks nice is pretty. Now it's pretty good. It just looks like it just looks like a fucked up like your meme image of orangutan.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's nice. Yeah, the expression is really good as well. Nice. Establishing for shot on that first panel. Going to Raina's apartment. We could have established whether it's definitely Raina's. Is it Raina's orangutan? Is that the idea? His hands up there.
I remember how they used to do flashback sequences in like old Marvel books where they would make the panel like a thought bubble almost.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's a good way to go about it. Really.
Yo,
Yo. I
what's
think
poppin'?
he's doing the flashback panel at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Funny image.
I got myself some little After Eights mini eggs.
Nice.
Bloody hell! Happy Easter, mate.
Thanks, man. I also got myself a Copperberg instead of a water, which is a cider, yeah. Because there was our friend left one the other day, so I'd taken his.
Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah.
So Godzilla X Kong was one of the old times, really.
Maybe it was okay. Didn't really make me frown or smile. Well, made me smile a little bit.
Smile more than I expected. Oh no, actually no. I think it made me smile the amount I expected. That's why.
I'd say that's about right. It was like okay. I did enjoy reading my April DC Comics special though.
Yeah.
About
yeah,
April. Yeah, I read that. I learned all sorts of things about apes in the DC universe. I learned one thing that shocked me to my core, really. I learned that the new Monkey King character they have.
Yeah.
Did you know? Did you know comics? Did you know that the Monkey King guy is the Ultra Humanite's grandson?
Holy shit. I did not know that at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you know this. Now you're aware.
Have they all been related, or is that new?
Well, he's like Monkey guy now. Monkey Prince is like the son of the Monkey King. So I guess maybe like the Monkey King and the Ultra Humanite's daughter had a baby, and that's the Monkey Prince.
That's really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keeping it all monkified, I suppose.
Well, the story I read involved the Ultra Humanite trying to mess with the Monkey Prince, And the monkey prince was like, "You're not gonna kill me." And he's like, how do you know this? He's like, "Cause you're my granddaddy." And he goes like, "Oh my god." And then and he's like, "All right, I won't kill you. You're right, I won't." He's like, "All right, get out of here, you scamp." That's basically how it ends. He's like, "Get out of here."
I was pretty shocked when I saw you reading it. I didn't know you could read. But the other thing I was shocked about was that the monkey
Fuck
prince.
you.
Sorry, don't worry. The monkey prince is a human being.
Yeah.
That makes it even more confusing then. Like, he's a human being whose granddaddy is a giant monkey. It turns into a giant monkey. It turns into a very big monkey, you know.
A human-sized monkey.
Human-sized monkey, yeah. And then, but he also has a human side. Does that mean that the ultra humanite granddaughter, or his ultra humanized daughter is a human?
Do you want me to look this up for you?
Yes. Also,
Okay.
he's by somehow. If it makes any fucking sense, I don't know.
Building. What the hell is that first panel?
It's
No,
maybe
it's
them
building,
going
yeah.
to the apartment. With the local
Then-
players.
And then yeah, like them coming to the door. Strangers there.
Mm-hmm.
Put his hands up and gets shot a million times.
That's amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
My only note with him getting shot a million times is that you should see his hands in front of him, like
Oh yeah.
shit, like stuck, and almost like he's trying to get them to stop, like nah, like.
The bananas just feel pain. That's the impression. That's the big mystery of the comics.
I like that a lot.
Cheers, boys.
No worries.
I think I'm done with my
Nope.
thumbnail too.
Oh my god, that last panel's so hardcore, holy hell. It's so badass.
They're on the case. They're cracking the case currently, actively.
Mhm.
They're peeling the case right open. I smiled really heavily when like, I said that. I want you to know that. They're peeling the case right open. Big grin. Beautiful. Truly, the comic making process is a delight to behold.
Mhm.
God, what a medium, eh? what a wonderful medium.
I wouldn't want to do any other way, to be honest.
Kids, comics will make you grin.
Yeah.
That's why he actually said he was misquoted.
He said, "Yeah, kid comics will break your heart if you're not making comics every second of the day." 'Cause
Yeah.
If you're doing it the wrong way, which is
you're doing it the wrong way, yeah, which turns out to be if you're working with Stanley, that's the wrong way. To do it.
can also break your heart if you're stupid and bad at doing them.
Yeah.
If you have no talent.
But if you're good at them, you'll smile, yeah. I won't check Kevin on stage.
All right. Okay, so yeah.
What is the next step of our iconic crossover?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think we get this far. I mean, do you want to like kind of work off of our like just kind of adapt what we've done as the thumbnails there into something, or do you want us to?
You can post it in your own time if you've been.
Yeah. If you don't want to, yeah, you can post it in your own time if you want. You have to do it right in front of us. So
It's up to you, really.
yeah, whatever. If you wanna do some quick inks on them later and post it and be like, thanks for the suggestion. We can
Yeah.
tag the person that suggested it. Actually, should I shout them out right now? Should I say who it was?
Yes, who was it? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out, Peter.
Oh fuck! I forgot to show them on the stream. My bad.
It was sorry. It was Soul Castle Productions. Is our friend indeed.
Oh.
Soul Castle Productions. He's gonna have breakfast. So yeah, thank you for that, bro. Hope you know we appreciate it. We really made our days really.
Wait, what did I just post?
Just like how Jesus was resurrected today, the vibe was resurrected by you.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. This is funny. You got any plans for tonight, James? Any monkey themed plans?
It's not really monkey themed, but I'm gonna finish the episode of Invincible that I didn't finish the other week.
Oh, I've not watched any of that new part yet.
Yeah, it's it's the comic. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Looks nice. They did the Ryan Otley
nice.
joke. That was
I
good.
saw the Ryan Otley joke. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we're gonna watch Twin Peaks at some point. That's the other plan.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. This has been really, really fun. Yeah. What a delightful little comic.
Yeah. Very excited to see where this goes.
Yeah. How you getting on, Dev?
Well, you can see on the stream, there's lots of loading bars happening right now.
My bad.
He's got like a big conical flask that's boiling over. While he's trying to make it all work.
Fuck, and oh wait.
What version of Clip Studio are you using, Devlin?
This is Fire Alpaca. This is where I get this is where my main inking brush is, but then when I do like all the well, I have most of my effects here, but also when I want to what do you call it, format everything and do all like the fancy stuff, I do it in Clip Studio.
Oh right, okay, interesting. I've never heard of Fire Alpaca before.
It's pretty underground.
You don't even know about it.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it.
I guess I would. Oh, wonderful.
I'll make the wait.
Are we?
What's that,
There
sorry?
you go.
I was gonna say I'm making my thumbnails red to match with your guys's.
Thumbnails meant to match what?
So you match your
Oh,
thumbnails.
right. Oh, right, yeah. Here we got it.
This is awesome.
Red thumbnails. 'Cause it's a red, dark, bloody day for the characters, isn't it? So
Because they both, yeah, they all fucking die. Yeah.
yeah.
Evil wins.
Law of the jungle.
Oh, what are we calling this?
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
Just we have to be like the stranger. Well, no, it's the Detective Chimp versus the stranger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like- Or Detective Chimp in like strange happenings or whatever. I don't know. Like
you won't believe how strange this situation is.
the strangeration. Yeah.
The stranger,
Detective
Detective Chimp, something gone wild or something, or like some kind of wild.
Oh no, it's Detective Chimp versus the stranger.
Detective Shrimp.
Jungle.
Yes, I was gonna say Concrete Jungle. Yeah. Or, I was
That's
gonna say either
good.
Concrete Jungle or Law of the Concrete Jungle. I think Concrete Jungle works better.
What about
Like-
Outlaw of the Concrete Jungle? Mm-hmm.
Outlaw of the Jungle, I think works because I think there's too many words of like of the Concrete Jungle. I think
Yeah.
that Outlaw of the Jungle, or
If this was a 2-issue crossover, the first part would be Concrete Jungle, and then would be Outlaw of the Jungle. Maybe there's too many jungle. Maybe it's like too incestuous to have the too many jungle aspects. We don't know. We'll see how it tests with audiences.
Rumble in the Jungle.
Rumble.
About
Monkey in our monkey business or something.
Monkey Business. That's classic. How about Detective Chimp in like this detective dies for real this time.
Good.
Detective Chimp in ... Oh my god. That's just it's called with that pronunciation. Oh my god.
Typical Dutchman.
like, yeah. Um,
I think we're done here.
Potasicide.
Potassis.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. But yeah, okay, that's that then, isn't it?
Cool.
At least.
Awesome. Yes. Well, thank you for hosting us, Devlin. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Devlin.
The beautiful viewers who watched this stream and commented, and everyone who's backed Kickstarter so far. Legends all around.
Yeah, thank you guys. Really makes us. It really is genuinely wonderful that people want to see it get made. So if you backed it, thank you very much. If you haven't, that's okay.
You'll be forgiven.
But if you could at least if you could share it around or show it to people, we'd really appreciate it. Or just give us a follow.
Go to your mum. Ask what your mum thinks.
Show it to your mum. Ask what your mum thinks. Your mum will like it if she has taste. So yeah. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Regardless, it does means a lot to us.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Farewell, everybody. Farewell, my babies. Fly on.
It's time to leave the nest.
Bye bye.